go. Most powerful ability in the game acquired. The run is going to get quite a bit more crazy very soon.
Absolutely massive, Toadette. Grips just took a few deaths getting sent back to that safety state.
I heard you guys like lore, right? Well, we have go fast left, we have go fast up with enemy, we have go fast down, and now we have go fast up without enemy. Charge jump acquired. Welcome back everyone, it is time for match 3 out of 3 which we have in this Ori block. Still round of 32, this time with WhitePaaws versus DrHouse here. This match I will be commentating Semsis together with Henry. Henry, how you feeling?
Hi, Semsis. I'm doing really well today. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. We had 2 matches of Ori already, and the last one sure was one hype match. So if anyone is just tuning in and match that, be sure to afterwards go back and watch that back, because you really want to see what happened there. But now let's have a look at the match on hand. Paws versus House, seed 7 versus 26 here. Obviously, as you can see on the screen, there's quite a bit of a PB difference here. Paws being around for a bit longer in the sub 30 club, while House has only picked up this game recently, if I remember correctly, but has already grinded down to a 37 here. Henry, what are you looking to see in this race today?
Yeah, he has been playing this game really well lately. He's pretty new at this game, but he's playing really well. And Boss told me that he's pretty afraid of that because he knows that he commits too many mistakes. Maybe Dr. House can catch him up. But yeah, hopefully it's gonna be a close race, or at least a good one, and some of them can get a PB.
Yeah, I wish to see one more PP here today in this qualifier stage. That would be great. And we've already seen, right? Higher seed does not, higher seed does not always lose these matches. We've had some smaller upsets, and once nerfs come really into play, you can easily lose 5 or 6 minutes if, for example, Sorrow goes really, really badly here. Let's not hope that happens, but let's not throw away any chances of that before it's starting. Speaking of starting, looks like our runners are good to go. So, what do you think? How many energy drops?
Oh, a lot for sure, like always.
Okay, let's see how it goes. Good luck to both of our runners. Ori standing up, walking to the left. House being faster on hiding the menu. Very, very important to talk about these things at the start, as we just walk and jump to the left, getting good jumps down. Very nice, getting over the platforms, and then that leg still
That was
recovered.
close.
Yeah, that very nice of us to actually recover from that leg spice. I saw that, and that can be a poison swarm dip very, very quickly here. And now over the Rhino to sign, and let's see how that fight goes.
And the Rhino drop an energy. That's the first one.
I won. Remember, those drops are 10%, as we all know. So please count together with us how many energy drops we get in Glades. We are at 1.
Okay, we just got saying that it's gonna be our attack, our main attack. We can shoot the enemies and force around the map with it.
Indeed, and one thing more that we can do is murder Frankies, and we have seen 2 more energy drops in the Frankie fight. So 3 energy drops already out of a total of 8 kills. That looks very 10%. Paws getting a bit trolled there, as does House by the drops on the bounce pad, eating the bounce. So gonna have to do that little short hop now into the Brambles. No energy drop on Paws side here. Does House get one? Nope. So far nothing. Setting up their health for the ghost door and then grabbing the keystone and jumping over to that.
Yeah, indeed. We are going to see a ghost door here. It's gonna save quite a few time. And both of our runners are going to take the 4 health cell up here.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, that fourth health cell does provide a lot of safety in a very late stage of the run, in Misty in particular. Sorrow it will not help with. Those spikes still deal 4 damage, so all the spaghetti can happen there, but it does help quite a bit by allowing you to touch those Misty spikes later. Now through the elbow, House's sign trolling him a bit and saying, hey, that lantern looks really good, let's shoot at that. So Paul's getting another second or so there on him. High five at the Mapstone pedestal, and then we walk to the left. And so far I haven't seen the energy pickup animation yet. Might we actually reach wall jump 3 without it?
Yeah, I think Boss got it in the bounce pad earlier, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, setting up the XP House. Gonna level up on the way down, but that's still fine. Brambles are gone, so not
Dr.
too much
House
time
leveling.
lost there.
Yeah, sorry. Dr. House leveled up in the way down, so he will need some XP extra for Blackroot Burrows.
Right, let's see about 1 tree animation and 1 wall between our runners here at wall jump tree. Just some jumptomization on the way in the early game, as it always goes. Now Paws getting his level up on the way up. There's an energy drop, but no more animation for it. Hey, thank you very much. Now heading back towards Blackroot Barrows, and in Blackroot there's also quite a few different strategies we could be seeing here.
Yeah, I know that WhitePaaws is really familiar with the Blackroot Burrow cycles, with the vertical platforms. But yeah, let's see what they do and what kind of cutscene stacks they do in the orb room, in the dash
Indeed.
room. Yeah.
Yeah, How's having a bit of a trouble here with the elbow slimes, those trolling him for a bit, so gonna take a few extra seconds to get that out of the way, which means Paul's gonna be entering burrows quite a bit earlier here, skipping the cutscene with the normal save anywhere, going for quick flame here, so no magnet rod. Oh, and House jumping into the brambles. That quite a costly death, to say the least.
Yeah, that death was pretty rough for her Dr. House. I think it's almost a minute of time loss for him.
Yeah, let's see that he can just take a deep breath and recover from that and just play the run down normally. Meanwhile, on the left, pause back from the orb pickup, jumping up the wall, grabbing the 100 XP. So at least we're not gonna see force float XP. Honestly, I think from the runners in the tournament, it might only be Luster doing force float strats here. So this is about what is to be expected. Now let's see how the lasers are looking. Gonna have to wait a bit on the lower laser, but gets nicely through in one sequence of jumps and catches the platform cycle. Very nice.
Yeah, nicely done by WhitePaaws. That's really precise to get.
Yeah, if you're just starting out, this is one of these areas where you think you did a very nice black route, didn't fall down anywhere, look in the end, and somehow you lost 16 seconds. Those platforms, 2 times 8, that is indeed the factor, and it is so hard to catch the correct cycles in the start there. Now, House also entering Blackroot here. Let's hope for nice cycles on his hand as WhitePaaws is gonna be setting up for the lever drop, not using the newer variant where you start the save anywhere before even going into the orb room, but I'm wondering which stack we're gonna see next.
DrHouse, interesting, went for Magnet, so Frankie Walk is gonna be easier for him.
Yeah, Magnet is a very comfortable thing. The only kinda difficult thing about Magnet is actually right here in BRB, when you're this high on experience and there is slime XP in your way, then Magnet can actually get a bit annoying and you're gonna need to dodge those slime shots. Now, no problem on the laser here. Let's see those platforms. That's yeah, that's a pretty nice platform cycle, so not gonna have too many troubles here. Can just finish out his black root. Let's hope the slime doesn't troll him too much on the platform, or that I am misreading XP. Both would be fine, but seems to know the safe spots on those platforms very nice, so he will
Nicely
get through,
done.
not have problems with that, and we can actually look at Paws doing Frankie Walk and Death Gauntlet, and that's without that fourth half cell, that would have been a death right there.
Yeah, you are right. Billy trolled him a little, staying in the other side of the spikes, but he managed to get him in the way down.
Yeah, and with that, we get a nice magnetless Frankie Walk, can now get rid of the Brambles and Death Gauntlet, and as long as we can make it to the bridge, we can officially say we are out of Death Gauntlet and kinda save wish for at least a few more seconds here in the run. Safety safe place before the bridge. Nice, no reset going to happen here.
Let's see if WhitePaaws goes for the God Cycle during Grotto.
Oh, goes for it, but misses it. Alright,
Oh, that
doesn't
was really
quite get in
close.
there. Yeah, it was close. The
Yeah.
ramp looked good, but it's just a bit too slow, so he'll have to wait those 8 seconds for another Crusher Cycle. Mira on the right, House has finished his Black Root, has opted to go for a classic cutscene skip, as you also would oftentimes see in late game rando there, where you just trigger the cutscene and finish it off, and then just walk over to the dash tree. Has gotten his dash, a bit of a trouble with the dash net over the slow zone, but is also out now and can set up for his Frankie Walk.
WhitePaaws got double jump and he's heading up to Grotto Skip.
Yeah, wall climbing starting to happen, and that's some nice double jumping there. Just constantly going up, no accidental missed double jump or anything like that. Nicely done. Now on the right, House getting his Billy correctly over the spikes. No hiccups there. Will now just have to get to the top. On the left, nice grotto skip. Are we gonna see Baguette jump? Hits
Oh
the ceiling
no.
once. No Baguette jump from Paws. That is unfortunate. But
DrHouse got the Froggy Walk correctly. The experience was really nice.
indeed, and even got a nice double health drop for his trouble. Isn't that just comfortable when Death Gauntlet actually heals you instead of damaging you?
Yeah, that's more than comfy for him. That's one of the best things you can got there.
But now House dropping down, skipping the high five, Pause, exiting Grotto right now. House not gonna go for Grotto cycle, instead gonna take a nice safety save and refresh on energy here. Now gonna head down to double jump. Pause meanwhile jumping up, doing the dash glide through the cutscene trigger here, grabbing Grotto TP for later, and is now gonna just be climbing out here. Let's see how troublesome Gandalf will be. Knocks him back, so hey, Gandalf being Gandalf, but now gets up the left wall very nicely and can now head over into the Kuro main area.
Yeah. Meanwhile, House is about getting his double jump and try to cut the time difference.
Yeah, also got some nice dash blades there. It's always scary at the end there on Grotto. You're on 1 HP from the ghost door, and then if one of these dash blades drop, you just get the Frankie in your face, but gets through. Now also climbing out his grottos, pauses pushing the rock, getting through there. Nice. Let's see if the slime cooperates. Yeah, gets the wall run, gets up there. Now, which Ginzo entry are we going to see? I think he did not do double jump blind movement. So here we are. It is game storage again. So one non-game storage load. If that one game storage is, you're sitting here for a while. And one game storage load where you get control during the cutscene. And that wasn't game storage. So gonna have to retry that reload here. And now he's in. Meanwhile, House getting out of Grotto, using the save anywhere there to get a bit of a more lenient save position to skip Rockfall cutscene, and can now also head up to his water vein.
Yeah, he's doing pretty well so far.
Okay, let's see how that Ginzo goes. Pause, getting the nice down damage boost here now into the party room. Hop gets the turnaround, another hop. Will he set up for a cycle reset? That's gonna take an extra dash since he's on 4 HP, and the save gets him back out to 3, but that means puzzle room cycles are going to be nice, and then we're gonna have mini boss fighting time. It's gonna take a while, so let's look over how House is doing. Got out of Gumo's hideout, now climbing up through Grotto. How will Gandalf be? Also being a bully yet again, knocking Ori back. But with that, Grotto is basically left behind as long as we get the safety save here, and we do indeed. So House now out of Grotto.
Yeah, nice safety save from DrHouse before Iceless, because Dr. Spike does 3 damage and he was in 3 HP, so it was really nice to have that save there.
Yeah, indeed. Getting both the health refill and that safety save right before you level up anyway from the 100 XP is just a very comfortable thing. Having a bit of trouble with the rocks, but it is fine. Gets through, is now on 3 HP. Will recover that actually with the rekindle. Oh, the slime making a bit of problem, but still has enough health. Gets through. Can now get his water vein cutscene skip and enter again. So
Yeah, was doing a good job with that bash in this projectile room with the puzzle, going for the double bash and the save there in the worm to the Kiddup to make the way easier.
indeed, and is now through the first key. Oh, lands on the side.
God.
Okay, but got a very nice tap there back into the death zone. So gets his key duplication done without losing a bunch of time there. But that was a bit of a hold up moment there, and you could see it as Ori just stood there for about a second. But now he's through, can fight his second mini boss, just redirect his shot at him like 4 times or 5. I don't even know how much HP it has. It's 4. Alright, it's 4. And then exit, go to Swamp entry. House is meanwhile in the puzzle room, so about the Ginzo tree between our 2 runners here, as Paws is jumping over and really unhappy with his XP apparently.
Indeed. DrHouse did a pretty good movement in the previous room. It's going pretty nice so far.
Yeah, and now we're up to the mini-boss, so let's see. This mini-boss can be a bit finicky, especially once you get into non-scroll wheel and non-quick flame territory. You can see those 1-2 volleys come out a bit slower than they would with a scroll wheel, so with that we can get 8 shots per cycle in, as long as the mini-boss doesn't troll us. Now on the left, That's a swamp entry going on here. Doesn't quite get the first instant shot, but gets a little hop. Oh, drops the double bash and the movement. So gonna have to take a second shot. Again, no double bash for pause. Game just says no, so we're not getting any of those double bashes. But now he's through on the third shot, and with that he can head over into stomp area. Oh, okay, that was funny on our side. It gets the slow fall through the portal, but does realize where he is and corrects correctly there. Okay, now at Bash Tree can now do his second half of game. So hey, we're getting synchronized tree animations on both sides here. It is just about a 1-3 difference between our runners though.
Oh no, WhitePaaws taking a death after Stomp Tree, but it's not that bad. It's just a few seconds. Oh no, he's taking another one. He's still fine.
It's fine, but those are annoying, and getting the same death twice in a row, even more so, I wanna say. But now he's out and got a safety save down. We're not gonna get any more of those annoying spikes here for pause. Instead, maybe we get an annoying frog, because Ringo will have to cooperate once more right now. Now let's see what DrHouse is doing on the right. Gonna has to thread the needle there and gets the key dupe. Nicely done. Now gonna help over, and as long as he doesn't take a death here on the way, everything will be fine and those keys will be safe for later. Now on the left, pause, it is Kuro cutscene skip time, and yeah, it's skip. There's not much more to be said here.
Cutscene? Excuse me? Did you see a cutscene there?
I don't know. I was told there's a cutscene there.
Oh,
but...
yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, but it looks like we're gonna see Rikin skip on this cutscene. This cutscene exists today. Spider-Sec exists, just Rikin skipped. So all we see is a load instead. And with that, we get Sea Flame, which we're gonna use twice in the entire run at maximum and forget about it. Sadly, we need it because this is called All Skills. And way more importantly, all our dash upgrades are locked behind having Sea Flame for some reason.
Yeah. DrHouse is heading up to Swamp Entry. Let's see how it goes with the... I think, yeah, he's gonna do it with controller, I guess. He's an hybrid player, so let's see how it goes with the Swamp Entry there.
Oh yeah, Swamp Entry is one of the harder tricks when you're just starting out with the run, and being on controller and not getting mouse position helpers on those angles doesn't make it easier. So gonna place the safety save down, bashes Ringo once. That's a nice diagonal, gets a nice jump afterwards. 0 double bashes necessary. That's, oh my god, that's going textbook for House on the no double bash method. Now let's see if this last shot, no, hits Ringo.
Oh, no.
I shouldn't have said anything.
Ringo is taking another victim today. God damn it.
Yeah,
it's fine. Yeah, it's pretty annoying doing that setup because you can bash the projectile or Ringo if you are really close to him, and yeah, you can kill him, as DrHouse sadly that did. But yeah.
Yeah, meanwhile, Pause taking a similarly sized death here in Valley for 20 to 30 seconds, something in between there. So both foreigners losing a bit of time here, but I just have to say it again. That setup that House did for Ringo for the no double bash variant, that was just textbook clean. That was very nice to watch. Now Stompless time on the left here, getting the right angle, not opting for the stomp here, instead air dashing over. Let's see, Spider actually shoots, dashing into the cell, rocks break, nice Stompless.
Yeah, nicely done, first try. That's quite a difficult trick, and takes a few attempts to get it, but he did it at the first try. Really nice.
Indeed. Now, run gonna get very, very fast, very soon on pause side. Starrow Bash coming up here, and well, at least for our hearts, there's no Sea Jagger today. But first, let's look at both screens at once. Split your eyes right now. Is Ringo going to cooperate? Looks like the answer is yes. So now we can take our attention to the left. Oh, that's a burp hit. Burp hit is fine, however, gets Sorrow Bash on the first try. Doesn't skip the ability cell animation, but otherwise being fine. Can C-dash to the frog because we don't need that, and now is up into Dorito Caverns. Now on the right, Kuro cutscene skip also
Nicely
succeeds.
done.
Yeah, you're right. There is no cutscene in this game.
Yeah. I think the people lied to you, Sensis. I
Yeah,
haven't seen a cutscene today so far.
maybe it's a rando only feature. Wouldn't surprise me, honestly.
Yeah.
But now House has his fifth health, so that's gonna be very, very nice once we go for Sorrow Bash. Can actually take a hit during that. And now continue over to Sea Flame. Pause opting to do the entirety of Dorito Caverns behind the save anywhere to just save that energy and tiny bit of time over here for his Terra Break. So gets through without a hitch, has 4 HP, so can just jump into this once. And now it is time for a bit of floating while we take a bit of a breather.
Yeah, you are right. DrHouse is gonna have more safety in Sorrow because he take the 5 HP in Spider Lake, so he can try to get 1 damage from the Sorrow spikes.
Yep, as he could even opt to do a bit of a damage boost Sorrow Bash variant, where you take damage of the lower spikes instead of positioning your bird just perfectly and doing all of that stuff if he needs to. We'll see when we get there. For now, he has gotten Overgrowth TP, skilled up his ability, and is heading into Valley for his 1 out of 2 Sea Flame usages. And can now head over to Stompless area. Now let's stay on the left, pause, dropping down, and we know what that means. It is Misty time, and it is incredible fun movement time.
Yeah, for sure. This is gonna be real quick for him. This is a really fast zone with C-dash and rocket jumps.
Yeah, and honestly, the only kinda sadish thing I have to say about Misty nowadays is, if you all remember the last All Skills tournament, it was kinda Misty as the expression of how you like to play your game fast. I feel like we're getting basically the same sequence of C-dashes at this point, because Misty has been optimized so much more. Sadly, misses both the UI and the rekindle skip there on Atsu Search, so that's just a tiny second of spaghetti or so, but is now through the spike area, dropping down, bashing to the left, climb tree reach, and that's our halfway point for
Yeah,
Misty.
keep your eyes on the right. DrHouse went for a Stompless. Didn't got it the first try. Let's see if he goes for a second shot there. I think he's gonna go for it. Looks that he is, yeah.
Yeah, and as we mentioned before, House playing hybrid, and that means at the moment being on controller. That makes this trick a bit harder, I wanna say. There's a very nice grayish pixel you can just put your mouse on and be happy with your angle. You don't get that luxury if you're playing controller, and says he's not gonna do more attempts here, has only recently started incorporating this trick in his runs, he said before this race, and is instead just gonna go over and stomp those rocks personally, and saying to Kuro, I don't need any shenanigans to get that feather for myself.
That's true. That Stompless with controller is pretty annoying sometimes, but yeah. It's for sure more easy with KBM.
Now, eyes on the left of cut content. Oh, I saw a shark jump out for a second, I think. but look at that. The XP is just fine, barely levels up. Bang Zoom done, mini boss murdered, and with this we can now head out of Misty. Take a planted. Okay, please don't take a spy kit afterwards, but with that we can hop over and get to Grenade Tree now.
Yeah, DrHouse is heading up to do Sorrow Bash. He's having a little trouble with the rocket jump to the way up, but he's fine.
Yeah, accidentally canceling that one. Gets a nice backflip rocket
That
jump
looks
from the
good.
ground.
Nicely done.
Looks good. Yeah, indeed. Now can save, magnet that energy up, rekindle to be on 5. And now let's see what setup this is going to be. The birch is being extremely sticky today here, so gonna have to try that again. Doesn't get a double bash here, so looks like he wants to stand on the ledge, but the birds just don't let him. While we talk about this, Paws just did the entirety of Blackroot behind the Save Anywhere, skipped a certain cutscene and is now at Grenade, and that means Grenade Gems are now on the table.
Yeah, DrHouse had that attempt that was really close to get it, but he didn't. Going for double bashes there, this attempt looks really good. And got it. Really nice done.
Ah, nicely done indeed. And if you paid close attention to that, it wasn't even the 5 HP spy kit. He did an augmented damage boost off the bird and only took 2 damage while doing damage boost Sorrow Bash. That was actually really cool. Love to see that. Now into the Rito games on the way to Sea Jump as Paws has finished up his Blackroot. Now teleporting back to Swamp, and let's see how he can close out that pace.
Yeah, interesting safety drop that safety say that DrHouse drop in the bridge before the Terra Break roof in Sorrow. It seems like he's going to open the Save Anywhere in the way out of there.
Yeah, it's both nice to have extra safety during Doritos, but also, as you said, doing this cave here behind the Save Anywhere, where you can only blurrily see everything, is very stressful, and the save is already placed here from earlier, so can just float up now, and controller Save Anywhere being a bit annoying again, but gets his Terra Break, can now float up. Eyes on the left. How many door warp attempts? I'm gonna go with 1.
Wow, you're a genius.
Yeah, imagine.
Nicely done. Also, WhitePaaws is going for warm skip, so keeps on the rise.
Yeah, I think this is time to look on the left as WhitePaaws is doing his blind movement in the final escape, and there's the camera snap. Nicely done. 3 bashes into the elemental room. Second Sea Flame use and final Sea Flame use of the run. Now down the S-band, not going for ramps, instead going for stall, setting up his fish cycle. Fish coming back, bash 1, bash 2, gets out of the water, jumping over the spawn trigger, just has to bash left to allow his grenade jumps to function. Setting up on the upper spot, angle goes up, grenade jump does not, goes for a second attempt, goes for a third attempt. As long as he doesn't consume the energy, he can do this as often as he wants to, and there he gets it. GG Paws.
Meanwhile, DrHouse is going in his way to Climb Tree in Misty Woods. He dropped a safety save in the Misty entrance, so in case he dies, he's fine. Nice rocket jump from him there, and keep going with those seed dashes.
Yeah, just going through Misty now, a bit less on those storm cancels than before, but still very clean so far. Just getting through this first half, or rather up to Atsu's torch already done, and even doing the rekindle on it, and gets that spot just nicely. Paws has finished now with an official time of 30, 33, 39. That's a lot of 30s. And that was okay.
Oh my
Recovers off
god.
that. That was an incredibly curved pseudo rocket jump there, but recovers, gets through, extra health, saving him, reaches climb tree. Okay, that gave me a bit of a heart attack, but everything is fine.
Yeah, the 5 HP is doing its magic today.
But now we can go into the second half. Spaces out those dashes correctly, not gonna get hit by any of the drop slimes. Now into the frog area. Doesn't quite get the rocket jump, but can instead opt for this normal climbing and gets a good bash off the Frankie. So now with some extra energy and another keystone, we can go back. Right, second half of Misty incoming. Get some good sea dashes down. Let's see if the drop slime throws him. No, gets through that without a hitch. Two, no spike hits so far. Doesn't even really need any of the safety health so far. Very, very nice. Now jumping up, can take an energy refill or a safety save here if he wants to. Does indeed opt to do. And now for the few harder parts, Meatball and the mini boss here gets the slime into position, gets a nice rocket jump off, so that is just fine. Now, the mortar being a bit in the way, but that's not too bad. It jumps up. Let's see which mini boss variant we're going to see. Looks like it is a bit more. I don't know this thread, but the mini bosses are still going to die, so let's play around a bit with this shark and then hopefully get the level up. Okay, gets the level up. With that, we're out of Misty.
He also got the same experience that WhitePaaws was pointing out with his cursor earlier, and yeah, he's just leveled up. He has just the right enough experience to get it.
Also takes a ghost shot to the face on his way out. The plant doing his spitting animation, even though no projectile has spawned yet, will still hurt you and give you 1 damage. That's what happened there. But now back into grenades. That means we have grenade tree left as well as Mount Horu and the way there. Let's see how that goes and where the save anywhere will be open. Doesn't quite get the dash glide on those first attempts, but now through the slow zone can hop over to the right, glitch out the lever in just a moment here. We have like 3 different ways to die here, opting for the iframe reset on the dash here now. Heading down. That looks to me like we're going to see our save right in front of Grenade Tree, which is very understandable if you do not like instant death lasers as a combination with not being able to see your screen. Or that cycle is close but still makes it even after hitting the wall before. So now he's through, can place his save, skip the cutscene and be on his way.
Yeah, let's see if DrHouse goes for those grenade jumps in the way out. That saves quite a few time.
Oh yeah, grenade jumps. I would be kind of a bit surprised to see them right now because those are, yeah, as expected, those grenade jumps are kind of really finicky to set up, especially when you've just picked up the game, 1-frame tricks every time. So instead, we're going to see the platform swinging D-jump set up, which honestly, if you do not get the right swing, you're just gonna bonk into spikes on that too. So nice that looked so smooth too. Now jumping up, dashing to the right here, probably gonna pick up a stick health cell here on the way since it's just here. So now we have comfortable swim health, can teleport over to Horu Fields, just need to reach the Mount Horu and then door warp out and finish the final escape.
Really good run so far by DrHouse, by the way. He's doing really nice, despite that he's kind of new in this game. It's really surprising that how he progresses by the time that he's playing.
Yeah, some of these things have been looking extremely smooth. As mentioned before, that swamp entry, that was just smooth to no end. And then also Kuro cutscene skip working without a problem. I think that was no deaths in Misty. That all just looked great. Let's see if we can get a strong finish here in Mount Haru, because all this health is not going to help if every contact is going to murder you at some point during the escape. So door warp, let's see. Not getting it on the first attempt here, gonna have to reload. We still not quite sure if not getting it first attempt makes it harder on subsequent attempts, but it sure feels that way. So gonna have to take a few more reloads here. First frame after the load ends. That one was too late. Or rather too early. The other ones were a bit too late. You can see that by whether Ori just stands there looking at nothing or will end up on the outside of it. So yeah, this might just take a bit longer since you need to hit a load dependent 1 frame window. Let's just hope he gets this try. That.
Yeah, I just said earlier that grenade jumps are and got it. Nice. Maybe grenade jumps seemed hard to do, but don't worry, it's also a frame perfect trick, so that's really hard to get.
Yeah, was 11th try, but the most important part is we just skipped the 10-minute dungeon. So as long as we get to the finish, it's fine. And there we go, into the final escape here. And let's see how House is doing with that. Can technically take a single 1 damage instance here if he gets good fish cycles, but sure doesn't want to, because that poison water is gonna drain most of Ori's health away. There we go, second Steve Flame use from DrHouse too. Now into the later part of the escape, just sailing down smoothly. Or cancels stomp, but gets into another stomp, so saves his hide, and now just needs to not spawn. Kuro here almost jumps into the rock, but gets out, jumping up 1 bash. That was slightly left, that still counts. And as long as the G-jump, and gets the G-jump first try. That was smooth, GG.
GG for DrHouse.
GG indeed. And I always, if I'm not running myself and can't see the timer, I always get a heart attack for a moment when the screen stays black for so long. But it's all fine. We got our skip. There's just one final decision to be made by House. Will Naru be walking or jumping? And
Let's hope to see Naru hoping. Oh no.
okay, it is a
No
straight
Naru
walk to the
hopes.
finish. 39, 26, 25 here. Obviously a bit of a difference to pause time, but still very, very nice showing here. Door warp can happen to anyone, and otherwise this looked very smooth to me.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. It was a really nice time for a race, and taking into account that nerfs also can be really bad sometimes, and he managed to do it.
Alright, and just for some looking forward to what else is going to happen soon. We just had a block of 3 races of Blind Forest, but there's so much more going on. We have in about, now I need to deal with time zones in my head. I want to say it's in 5 hours. We're continuing with Cheese versus Person here. Hi Person, by the way, in the track. Thanks for tracking. And then there's more matches like Clean versus Bobby's, Lester versus Ryan, also happening tomorrow, and then even more through the entire week. But for now, we're not quite done yet because we have Paws here on deck. GG Paws.
Wait, thank you. Appreciate it.
I'm hearing a sigh. What you feeling about the run, Paws?
My hands were cold the entire way. And I was
No.
in pain.
Oh no, but
To be fair, like the run wasn't that bad. It's just the one death that I took in value was kind of meh, but the rest of it was pretty okay.
yeah, still a 30 in the end, and got through very cleanly, honestly. Very nice escape there at the end too.
I swear, like when I was doing the G jump, I failed it twice, and I was like, okay, do I just not have energy? And I had 2 energy, and I was like, how am I missing this?
In the end, you got there.
Yeah.
Hey, better third try G jump than third try warm skip, right?
True.
So I got a question for you, not about this run, but about the upcoming run. You face either OG or Skyfox in your next match. Any preferences? Any long-lasting rivalries that you wanna face, or just going with the flow?
Just going with the flow, probably. I'm just gonna keep trying to play consistent. TBH, I can just randomly get a bad run and I can get upset. So there's not really any preference.
Fair enough. Henry, you got any question here for Pass?
Yeah. Paws, are you gonna keep doing this 4 HP route, or do you think that this route is good enough to keep doing the consistent that you want?
Honestly, I'm probably gonna keep doing 4 HP until like I'm going for like 27 or something, or at least I change my mind. But I don't really see myself changing 4 HP in the foreseeable future.
Yeah, interesting.
There's more stuff to clean up for me than trying to go for 3 HP at this point, I think. But yeah.
Yeah, in the end, this is kind of interesting, right? With tournament routing, where you go for your safety strats, where you go to push out those 1 or 2 extra seconds, and I feel like 4 HP honestly is on the lower cost for a lot of reward when you take damage in Misty side. So
Yeah, for sure. I took damage this round, like I would have died otherwise.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
yeah, and just wanna say GG to DrHouse again. Sure,
GG
there was an unfortunate early death, and Dorwarp was being Dorwarp, and was very Dorwarp, but otherwise it looked really good. And we're glad to have you here in the tournament and see you show that off, especially with how little prep you had beforehand. So GG's again. So yeah, as you can see on the bracket here on the standings right side, either OG or Sky is gonna face Pause. Soonish that match will also happen. At the time I looked up before the race and already forgot, so be sure to be back for that time. There's a bracket and schedule linked somewhere. Otherwise, I wanna say some thank yous here for you on the restreamer shift, just nailing that person for helping us with truck and with stats and with upcoming matches and all that stuff. Henry, thanks for commentating with me. And
yeah, you're welcome, and thanks you for inviting me.
yeah, was a lot of fun. And well, that's this Ori blog. But don't you worry, in just 5 hours, I'm gonna be joined by Muffin to commentate the next match here, which is going to be our very truck person facing off versus Cheese Lover. So hope to see you all there. And for now, have a wonderful rest of your day.